Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 9, Raja Vidya, Raja Gugya Yoga, King of Knowledge and King of Secrets. Verse 9. Bhagwan Krishna, if you are hearing carefully, is slowly unraveling the secrets of this world, the secrets of this universe. In verse 4, Bhagwan Krishna said, everything is in me, but I am not in them. We saw the entire universe is like a grain of sand in his mouth. In verse 5, Bhagavan Krishna said, everything is under the control of my Yoga Maishwaram, that is Yoga Maya. Everything is under the control of Yoga Maya. Then in verse 6, Bhagavan Krishna gave an example to show his relationship with the universe. I am like the space. Whatever turbulence, that is the storm, is happening either in your inner world or outer world, I am unaffected like the space. I am unattached, he said. In verse 7, Bhagavan Krishna said, at the dissolution of each cycle, all the beings go to my Prakriti. At the beginning of the cycle, I create them. He said in verse 7. In verse 8, Bhagavan Krishna put a bombshell. He said, keeping the Prakriti under my control, I create the beings again and again by the force of Prakriti. Till verse 7, I was just hearing, okay, Bhagavan, okay, you are pervading everything. You are like space and I am like this. But verse 8, Bhagavan Krishna said, I don't do anything. All your Papa and Punya karmas are the Prakriti. I just lend life to it. According to the nature's law, what you sow, so shall you reap. You are enjoying or suffering based on your karmas. When Bhagavan said this, really it is a kind of a opening of my eyes or a bombshell. Because generally, I blame for everything in my life Bhagavan Krishna. Whatever is happening, the bad thing, whatever is happening, I blame Bhagavan Krishna. I am a corporate fellow. When there is a good thing happening, I will immediately claim credit. When a bad thing happening, I will say, no, the team is responsible for this. Similarly, whatever bad thing happening in my life, I used to blame Bhagavan Krishna. Hare Krishna. Why are you roasting me like this? I am suffering, you are enjoying. You don't have eyes. You are like Dhritarashtra. How much suffering I am undergoing? Ayyo, every day is like a hell for me. I thought you are blind. But now I know your heart is also like a stone, not melting, even after seeing my suffering. Even after so much of crying, no help from your side. What is the use of praying to you? Hare Krishna. What is this? I used to generally criticize Bhagavan Krishna. All my criticisms must have put even Jarasandha to shame. Jarasandha, at least 108 he can criticize. Daily I make 108. More than that. But Krishna was ever smiling, never answering. I said, even my suffering, you smile and enjoy. What to do? You are Bhagavan. I am after all a human being. So you can go on smiling on seeing my suffering. This is the way. This is what I used to say. After 60 years of my life, yesterday only I came to know the greatest secret of my life. Bhagavan Krishna is not at all responsible for anything. For whatever is happening in my life, I am totally responsible and not Bhagavan Krishna. I cannot plant a bitter god in my garden and expect the sweetest and the tastiest Alfonso mango fruit. Bitter gourd plant cannot produce that. Now I realize, better late than never. Even though it is too late, it's okay. At least now I know. Now I feel ashamed also. How much papa karmas I should have committed. So that is the way I look at it. But anyway, now I am okay. So I did some papa, I am suffering. So I can't, Bhagwan Krishna cannot help it. Nature's law. Now, after some thinking, I immediately, Hare Krishna, I caught you. You cannot escape. You must also suffer like me. You can never escape. You are also responsible for my life. You can't wash your hands off. I said to Bhagwan Krishna, who is standing before me? Bhagwan raised his eyebrows and he is looking at me. Krishna, I will tell you this story. This is your story. It is there for eons. That is a number of years. I will tell you this story and tell you how you are responsible. You are also equally responsible. Then the story goes like this. There is one place called Guruvayur. It is in Kerala, which is very near to Trichur, famous Krishna temple. Very, very famous temple, Guruvayur. Once there was a poor Brahmin boy living in that Guruvayur. Because of his karma, he was born in an extremely poor family, like Kuchela or Sudama. One day, that boy was so hungry, morning, very hungry. He was standing near a small pawn shop. Uh, he was not even having strength to stand. That boy is a great bhakta of Bhagwan Krishna. In that shop, he saw bananas were hanging. Small shop. Hunger knows no shame. All of us know this. He picked up one banana and started running. The shop owner, a fat fellow, ran after him to catch him. Hey, stop, stop, stop. He was shouting and then running after him. The boy ran as fast as he could. Since that shop owner was following him, he cut the banana with his hand. Just if you break the banana, you broke the banana, and threw one off to Bhagwan Krishna. With the balance of he ran. He prayed to Bhagwan Krishna, Hare Krishna, please save me. This fat fellow, if he catches me, he will beat me. You know I am very weak. Please help me. So he threw one off to Bhagwan Krishna, ran with the balance off. After some time, he turned his face. Then that fat fellow was not there. He thanked Bhagwan Krishna. Hare Krishna, you saved me. He sat near a wundi and then peeled the skin because he is having half a banana. He peeled the skin and put that banana in his mouth. At that time, the shop owner firmly held him. You rascal, Brahmin boy, stealing, not ashamed of yourself? The boy cried profusely and sought his pardon. He cried, I am sorry, I am so hungry, so I did this. I feel ashamed. After he had this banana, hunger gone. So he maybe little still, but not totally it was not there. So he sought the pardon of that shop owner. The shop owner, he was also your bhakta, Bhagwan Krishna's bhakta. He said, okay, I pardon you. But some punishment must be given for the act of stealing. He said, you go around this temple 24 times. You are a small boy. You have committed theft. So go around this temple. I will not punish you. I will sit and count. Else, I will tell your father what you did. That's it, he said. The boy accepted the punishment and started circling, that is doing pradakshina of the temple. The shop owner could not believe his eyes. First round, he saw the boy walking. Second round, he saw a dark complexioned boy, dark colored boy, wearing tulsi mala, pearl necklace, dazzling eyes, peacock feather on his head, flute in hand, small yellow vastra on his hip. That boy was circling. One round, this fellow was circling. Another round, he saw a small boy holding a flute in his hand, peacock feather on his head. He was circling. He thought something wrong. Yesterday night I did not sleep. That's why this is happening to me like this. He washed his face. Then he saw again the same thing happen. 24 rounds, 12 rounds he saw the boy. 12 rounds he saw a dark colored boy rounding the temple. Then he could not sleep. Something is terribly wrong. So he profusely fell at the feet of that small boy and sought his pardon. Oh, I did something wrong. I don't know what wrong I did, but I did something wrong. That night he could not sleep, and after some time, naturally, he also slept. Bhagwan Krishna appeared in his sleep. He gave the answer. That boy took 50% of the banana. So he had to make 12 rounds, punishment. Balance 50% he threw to me. I had that 50%. So I circled 12 rounds. I suffered the punishment given by you. This is the answer, he said. I told this story to Bhagwan Krishna and said, you are caught. At the end of last verse, that is verse 8, what did you say, Krishna? You told me that I am enjoying my past karmas. You have no role to play. And finally you said, I only give life to the Prakriti, that is me. If you have not given life, then I would not be enjoying the fruits of my karma. I will not be suffering like this because you are the life principle. I suffer because of my past karma. Understood, accepted. Okay, whatever papa I made, I am suffering. Whatever punya I did, I am enjoying. I understood. This I have no dispute. But you gave the life. If you have not given the life, if you are not there as a life principle in me, then I will not be suffering. That means without that life principle, I cannot do anything. So either 100% punishment must be given to you, like me, you should suffer, or at least 50% because of my karma, 50% because you are the life principle. So you must suffer 50% of my punishment. But you are always calm and cool and smiling. This is unfair, Krishna, I said. Krishna answers that query in verse 9. न च मां तानि कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जय उदासीनवदासीनम् असक्तं तेषु कर्मसु. Bhagavan says, asaktam teshu karmasu. That is, hey Arjuna, I am unattached to what is happening either to you or in this universe, whether good or bad, even though I am the life principle. Why? Na cha mam tani karmani nibatnanti dhananjayam udasinavadasinam. Udasinavad asinam. I am indifferent. Asinam. I am seated in your heart. 100% you are right. I am seated in the hearts of all the beings of this world. None can escape. Without me, 100% two cotton buds will be in your nose. Finish. Because of my presence only, everybody is moving. Otherwise, you can't move an inch. 100% I agree. Sometimes this will happen to us also. When we are sitting in a meeting or in a classroom, you may be thinking about something else. So what is happening in that room, we do not know. People say he is indifferent. In politics also people say he is very indifferent. He is not bothered whether Rama rules or Ravana rules. This is what people say, indifferent. Similarly, I am also indifferent, Bhagwan Krishna says. Even though I am sitting in your heart, there is no dispute on that. But I am indifferent. Na nibatnanti, that is, the actions, the karmas of all the beings will not bind me. But the question remains, why? Why it will not bind you? You are sitting with me, you are sitting in my heart, you are the contributor for all my actions, but it will not bind you. Why? A wonderful explanation for this is given by Swami Chinmayananda. He says, you buy a new car. Car is worth, let us say, 2 crores. Nowadays, 2 crores is the cheapest car, I think, if you buy. So 2 crore worth car you are buying. Generally, the showroom fellow will put only half a liter petrol. He will say, sir, car will go only 100 meters. And there is a one petrol bunk in 50 meters. You fill the tank and then move. He will say. He will not fill. Even though you buy for 2 crores, he will not give free. Businessman. Then you start driving the car. You take the car to the petrol bunk. You tell the fellow, tank full petrol, premium petrol. Then you start driving. New car, wonderful car with all the safety systems and other things. Uh, for 5 minutes, you are driving very slowly. After that, you wanted to test it. 150 kilometers per hour speed. That too on a Bangalore road. Because Bangalore road is very famous. Then you go 100 meters, you will find a speed breaker or a big, the road will not be there. Or something, very narrow roads. But 150 kilometers. Not even you crossed 1 kilometer, you met with an accident. Big accident. Several people died. Police immediately came, tested you for drunken driving, arrested you, case filed. You are produced in the court. Magistrate sentenced you to 10 years imprisonment. Immediate justice. Immediately you said, my lord, no doubt I am responsible for the accident. I agree. But petrol is also equally responsible for this accident. Why? Without petrol, the car could not have moved an inch. Hence, out of 10 years imprisonment, you give me 5 years and put the petrol in prison for 5 years. The magistrate looked at you, immediately ordered your release. Now you are in mental asylum. That is the final thing. In the same way, no doubt, Bhagwan Krishna is sitting as a life principle in all the hearts of in all the beings. Without the presence of Bhagwan Krishna, no one can do anything because you are dead and gone. Life principle is a must for functioning, smelling, opening your eyes, winking, whatever action you say. Life principle is a must. If it is not there, you can't do anything. But Bhagwan Krishna is like petrol. For the accident you committed, how much is the petrol responsible? No doubt, without petrol, vehicle cannot move an inch. But petrol cannot be punished for the accident you committed. Similarly, for all the karmas we do, Bhagavan Krishna is present in our hearts, but only as a witness. He is not attached to anything. He is not bound by any karmas. He is indifferent to whatever is happening in our life or in the life of all the beings in the universe. He neither likes nor hates. Whether we are reading Bhagavad Gita in the morning, or you read some other book, or you don't read, or you sleep, Bhagavan Krishna is unconcerned, but he is always present, indifferent to whatever is happening in this universe. Another example has been given. Many examples are there. Another small example is in a cinema theater, movie theater. The screen is the substratum on which you watch the entire play. There is fire in the movie. Villain kills somebody. That villain will come and kill somebody. Blood will be flowing like river. Rain and hero and heroine will be dancing. After the end of the movie, the screen remains pure without an iota of any blood or water or anything, fire. Nothing happened to the screen. It remains as it is. Bhagavan Krishna is the substratum and all the beings are like the movie. Shakespeare said, the entire world is a stage. All men and women, merely they are players. This is what he said. So let us not go into many examples. These two will suffice for understanding purposes. Now I understand why Bhagavan Krishna smiled at me when I said, you are also equally responsible. In this verse, Bhagavan Krishna says, hey Arjuna, even though I am sitting in the hearts of all the beings, I am indifferent and unattached to all the acts or karmas. None of the acts of the human beings, none of the acts of the beings bind me. That is what he said in verse 9. Again, verse 9. Nachamam tani karmani nibatnanti dhananjaya udasina vadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana